Now, using the risk neutral probability and the model, we can do derivatives pricing. We now exploit the binomial tree for the 1-year zero coupon bond to obtain the fair, no arbitrage price of additional securities whose final payoff depends on interest rate. Consider the following option. So payoff at I equal 1, which is 6 months later. 6 months. Or t equals 0.5. 6 months later, the payoff of this particular option is 100 multiplied by max of RK minus R1. R1 is 6 months rate in 6 months later, so which we don't know yet. Okay? And the max of this one 0. So it's like similar to put option. Here RK is called strike price. And let's assume RK is 2%. So suppose there is a contract like this, and we don't know what is the price of this contract today. But because now we have a model, we can calculate the price of this contract at I equals 0. Let's do this. So go back to our previous Excel file. Here, now let's create model. Okay, derivative. Here, RK was 2. Here, exercise price or exercise rate was 2%. 2%. So 1 year later, or 6 months later, actually, 6 months later, we have this specification. So we can write down in equation in Excel. So 6 months later, we have 100 multiplied by max of this 2% minus this rate. Okay, 6 months later, 6 months rate is either 3.39% or 0.95%. So minus this one and 0. So not surprisingly, when interest rate is 3.39%, the payoff is 0 because it's higher than exercise rate. But if interest rate go down to 0.95%, the payoff is 1.05. So 2% minus this rate multiplied by 100. So depending on this interest rate, we have this payoff, this interest rate, this payoff. Then what is the value of this contract today? Well, now it is easy. Okay, we now know this one occurs with RNP or risk neutral probability of 64.49%. So the expected value is this one multiplied by RNP plus this one multiplied by 1 minus RNP. Okay, so it is expected value. But it is expected value 6 months later, so we have to discount it back with 1.74%. So discount it, exponential minus this one multiplied by 6 months, so it is 0.5. Done. So this is our answer. The value of this contract pays either 0 or $1.05 is the value of this contract today is about 0.37. Right? So the tree we have that at I equals 1, if interest go up, we will pay up of 0. And interest go down, we have pay up 1.05. So we introduced two methods to compute the price of this option. One is to use R and P. We just did that. And the other is to use replicating portfolio. Here, we explain the R and P approach first. Here, we just explained the R and P approach. And the next class, we use the alternative approach to use a replicating portfolio.